facto, pterodactyl when I micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like.
Alright gang, Ian Anderson and Corey Merrill, Central Coast Disc Golf. We are back with some more 2017 PDGA World Championships. Corey, round 3, back out at WR Jackson, and we got a tie at the top.
We do, man. 20 down to 20 down. Johnny McCray, Ricky Wysocki going head-to-head. It's been 2 different routes to get there. Johnny shot 12s out on this course last time. Ricky slayed the Big Bomber course, so we'll see how it's going to play out, man. I don't know.
Yeah, my momentum is definitely in Ricky's favor, but like I said, Johnny shot a 12 down out here last time, so, you know, it could happen again.
Absolutely. This course is super technical. It is long, but it's not going to play to those Big Bombers' favor. It's really, you know, a series of 18 holes where you got to execute every single shot.
Yeah, it's all about placement on those par 4s. You got to, all these par 4s really take 2 great shots to get that birdie.
Exactly. Including this one, hole 1, par 4, 660 feet. Off the tee, you're either throwing that straight right-hand backhand hyzer, or a little bit like a left-hand turn or right-hand turnover shot. You're gonna see some guys maybe attack it with a sidearm, a la Ricky right here.
Is he going felon right here?
I believe it is. That is it Lucid? Is that the plastic name?
Yeah, Lucid Felon.
Yeah, we actually have an entire card of Lat 64 players today.
Oh, that's right. How funny is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They should be happy about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Johnny McCray taking the Annie line, which I really like this line a lot over the hyzer line.
I agree. You were saying it on the last video. You know, the trees you're going to hit are going to be farther down the fairway if you're going to hit them.
Yeah, it's less punishing a bad shot. And we got a lefty on the card, which I'm always a huge fan of. And I'm also a huge fan of this guy, Devin Owens.
I was just going to say, especially when it's Dio.
Yeah, dude. I love this guy. And Cam Colglazier. Doesn't tour much, but still a real talent, Corey.
Absolutely. Really representing that southeast region. He's an Alabama guy, but he's got a Warriors hat on for some reason. I don't know. But he's a good dude, man. Good vibes.
Yeah, nice. Rough drive there. Kicked him in the bush, and he's forced to pitch out. Made a little bit of progress.
Yeah, that was the nasty WR Jackson has to offer.
It was, wasn't it, man? Looking at his third right here, throwing a turnover. Ooh, another kick.
Back into the woods.
Back in the woods. Happens so quickly out here. DL busting out that really trusty forehand of his.
Yeah, it's really impressive, man. Like, he gets a lot of zip on him.
Yeah, it feels like a lefty in disc golf. You really need to develop a forehand with, you know, a lot of courses favor a right-hand backhand. So
Totally.
You can see why. You can definitely develop that shot. Looking at Ricky's second shot after that forehand drive. Wow.
Boom. Forehand. That's the play, huh?
I mean, not a lot of people threw that. But it seemed to work. We are looking at Johnny's second shot. Oh.
Yeah, trying to keep pace with Rick. Just cut the tree, man. I mean, it's just avoid the several trees. That's what you're doing.
Yep. That is Cam Colglazier's fourth out of the woods. Should be carding a 5 at least. Here is Johnny for the birdie.
Yeah, long go. Pretty improbable.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Rick went long on that second shot. He's coming back for the birdie and to take the lead. Yeah.
Taps in his circle's edge putt.
Yep, exactly. Was it Yuli or Coley made the same comment in the Jomez video?
Oh, did they really?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's like, oh, here's Ricky from 4 feet, from 30 feet.
It's so true,
it's
dude.
So true. Dio makes a good putt as well, carding a birdie. And here is Johnny to clean up the 4, but that's losing a stroke to Rick.
It is, man. The 3 is what you want on this hole. If you can get out to a hot start, you know, 1, 2, and 3 are all fairly birdieable relative to the other course. You're really building in a few mistakes you can make later.
Yeah, it's good to get that pace going well off the gate. Here's Dio with that lefty back. He does a little crow hop instead of the X step. It's interesting.
He does. Very like baseball, you know, kind of outfield throw.
For sure. It's still, you know, bombs 550. Hole 2, par 3, 390. It is a straight shot with a little hyzer finish. And like you said, Corey, first round is pretty straightforward for a Jackson hole.
Exactly. It's not a lot in your way. You got the inside line and the outside line. It does play tough for that left hand, though. I'm curious how Dio's going to attack his sidearm or backhand.
Yeah. Rick hanging out a little bit wide, but gets kicked back into the fairway, but he's pretty short, Corey.
Yeah, he's kind of in that trough right in the middle of the fairway. Not much of a look.
Dio playing the hyzer flip to turnover, but turned over a little too soon.
Got a little skid, though. He's up there.
It did, yeah. He's got a clean look at it, too, but probably about 40 feet. Johnny McCray.
That's pure. That's pretty much exactly what you're looking for.
Nice work. That should be the 2 the way that guy putts.
Yeah, great to take that stroke back or, you know, have a good look at taking that stroke back after losing one on hole 1.
Ooh, this looks good from Cam. Wow.
Yeah, able to hold that a little bit straighter than Johnny's and rewarded with maybe a 5 or 6 foot closer putt.
Yeah, here's Rick from like 100, maybe 120. I'll take his par. Here is D.O. for the 2.
Oh, off the basket low.
Yeah.
Not quite committed.
Never really had a chance there. Johnny to get that stroke back. Oh!
Man.
Ooh.
He was frustrated. There was a gentleman in the back standing kind of behind the basket. He made him aware of it after that.
No bueno. Oh, man. That was a 50-50 one. It could have stayed in. I just didn't feel like it.
Exactly. Kind of one of those mock-X spit-outs on a disc catcher, huh?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? There are some par cleanups from everyone, I think.
Yeah, no, Cam did take the birdie.
Did he? Okay,
with
thank
that really great drive.
Yeah, that's right. There's Rick bombing it out there. There's Cam getting that stroke on the card. There's Rick still 1-stroke lead over Johnny. D.O. Lurkin on to hole 3, Corey.
252 feet, man. All you're really trying to do is avoid the trees, and is a running theme here.
Yeah.
But the distance is not going to kill you. It's a putter shot right onto the top of this little knoll, little upward angle here.
Okay. And there's OB short and right, I believe, right?
Exactly. That ravine that cuts through the center of the fairway does play OB. And if you go extreme right, there's OB, but there's no reason that you should be taking anything over there, really.
Cool. That looks like Rick's throwing a flex with the harp. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even see how that turnover sidearm line was there. It seems so routine backhand.
Right? Oh, no.
Dio found that OB.
That was a nasty kick. Johnny taking this hyzer line. I like that line right there.
Yeah, it seems the most basic off the tee. Throw something, just kind of ram it into the hill.
Yeah. There's Devin with the 3rd. I'm going to be taking a 4, unfortunately. Here is Cam for the 2. Ooh, got some zip on that one.
I was going to say, that was smashed. The headwind did kind of pick up a little bit right as he was putting. He really had to put some oomph on it.
Yeah. Johnny. What's going on there?
He's making aware of another gentleman that was walking in the back of his basket.
Gotcha.
Back of his view. Yeah.
I had the chase card gallery right in front of you guys, huh?
Exactly. The chase card gallery was a good, 5 times bigger than the lead card gallery. It was kind of interesting. That just tells you how popular Mr. Macbeth is.
And Simon, don't count him out either.
Oh, that's true. And Eagle, frankly.
Yeah, it's a pretty stacked card. A lot of birdies there. An unfortunate bogey from Devin. Losing a couple strokes to the card there. That kind of hurts quite a bit. Rick's still holding on to 1 stroke. That'll take us to hole 4, Corey.
Hole 4, the nightmare hole, as I've named it. Yeah, I mean, even if you throw that pure shot down and fading left, you're left with just jail. I mean,
yeah,
there's really no just straight line to the basket. It's throw your first shot, land in a place, and then hope you have something.
Yeah, that second shot could be a little more fair, you know?
Exactly. It's hard to say. I don't know. It's a unique hole, we'll say.
Yeah, it definitely is that. Actually, it kind of reminds me of a hole at Moraine, Lakefront in Pittsburgh, actually.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, that's they're having the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open there, right? That's I think that's an NT this year, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Wow, it's wild. Hopefully we'll be out there.
Yeah, hoping to be out there, yeah. Ooh, look at this drive from Ricky.
Yeah, he did not like it out of his hand. What's new? But great results.
Yeah, but you could see how challenging that look is, even with a great drive.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny. That'll play, right?
Gosh,
I mean,
Yeah, he's down there, but 5 foot more in elevation. If he has that disc 5 foot higher, he gets that same skip Rick does all the way into the fairway.
Oh, really tough lefty hole for Devin.
I have to question him not throwing the sidearm there.
I agree. You don't need a ton of distance, so.
My theory is that he was really trying to turn it over and get far down, play the flex line and get where Cam is now on his drive.
Yeah, getting a little greedy, it looks like, and it kind of bit him a little bit. Looking at his second shot, hopefully he can get out of trouble and get close to the bucket.
Look at that, through the trouble.
That made it through an improbable number of trees. Like, that did not look possible. Johnny is throwing the forehand, and
yeah, it just gets caught up. He's kind of in the center of that little patch there.
Okay, it's up and downable though, right?
Definitely.
Okay. Looking at Rick, look, he's going felon forehand.
Yeah, really trying to crank it over and have it ride left. Again, caught in the same trees that Johnny got caught in.
Not a bad roll though.
Yeah, very favorable. It gives him a look at the basket at least.
Mm-hmm. And that's usually all Ricky needs.
Yeah, can't emphasize that uphill enough though. It's the trees are trouble, but the uphill is just danger.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
As we're seeing here, jeez Louise.
The downhill is more danger for Cam there though, I gotta say.
This is true.
Yeah. Here is Johnny's third shot. Should be carding a 4. And we're looking at Ricky for birdie, like 100. Oh.
I mean, pretty safe go. It's flat up there. There's not much danger past the basket.
Yeah. This is Cam for par. Okay, we're taking a bogey. D.O. for a birdie 3, right?
Yeah, after that drive. Oh, come on.
Oh, man. That was a great run.
Yeah, I like that he hit the band instead of the basket, though. Really shows that he was putting all he had in it.
Yep. He wanted it. Oh, he borrowed Dio's mini?
No, Dio actually didn't have a mini to start the round, so Johnny let him borrow it. Then Johnny loses his, so they're kind of trading off one mini.
That's hilarious.
But then actually Johnny put his mini on top of Cam's disc, so it was a bit of a kerfuffle, we'll say.
That was rather perplexing.
D.O. can't quite put it in.
Oh, man, just off the band. Fantastic run. Cam taking a sole bogey there. 4s are good. I mean, you're pretty happy, honestly. Big ol' thanks to Innova and PDGA for getting us out there and filming Worlds. Can't thank them enough. Hole 5, par 4. Where are we going?
645 feet to the right, Ian.
Oh.
It doglegs early, and then it straightens out into this prison cell of a hallway that you have to navigate your way down.
How is this that's a sketchy fairway, man.
Yeah, it's a way. I don't know if I would describe it as fair, but
Yeah.
there is paths
Well
to the
put.
basket.
Yeah. Is the path to the basket. I like that. Rick going forehand. Looks like one of his felons again.
Yeah, that's the old Pinky. That's old reliable. He's going to be throwing that a lot out here.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick's forehand in the woods does a lot of good work.
Yeah, and you can really see the difference. Sorry to cut you off there, but the difference in lighting from the drone footage to what we're seeing here today. It was sunny and it was hot out here today.
Was it, man?
It was.
Sweating your Chris's off?
Sweating my Chris's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dio good lefty hole, but no, he's in the fairway.
Yep, it's not really too beneficial to get real aggressive trying to make it down that hallway. It's going to be the same shot regardless, really.
True. That's a great shot from Cam. If it wasn't behind that tree, we'll see what he can do from there.
Yeah, it's so fickle out here, man. You could throw great shots and be a foot to the left and be stuck behind a tree. It's really tough.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that aspect. Oh, Dio, not a huge fan of that kick. Oh my goodness. Rick going felon. Uh-oh.
Chasing it down.
That one went into the woods. Oh, it came out too, though.
Back out of the woods. That's Dio level of luck right there.
Wow. And Cam forced to go forehand for the second shot. He piped this one.
That was beautiful, man. That was just zero wobble and pure.
Cam Colglazier. What a second shot. Johnny. Oh, man.
Just off. He doesn't seem to be quite as dialed as he has been the past couple of rounds.
Yeah. Was that Johnny coming out?
That was Johnny out of the woods throwing
Okay.
an overhand, so you know it was Dyer if he was throwing up thumbers.
Yep. All right, here is Devin's third, hoping to salvage a 4. I might be able to do that from there. We are looking at Ricky for a birdie from the woods. Come on.
Cast.
Really?
It really, dude.
Ricky Wysocki, man.
There's just some days where he's not gonna miss. Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
you step up and he just, you know it's going in. If he has a putt, it's going in.
Yeah. It's feeling like one of those. Oh, Devin. Just misses AM side a little high from him after Johnny misses. And Johnny's taking a 5. Rick taking a 3. That's 2 strokes.
Yeah, we're going to see some separation early. It's just not quite going Johnny's way today. You saw some shots, fly past some trees yesterday that are just catching the edge today.
Yep, absolutely. There he's cleaning up a 5 reluctantly. It's a good shot of Rick forehand and that fell in.
Yeah, great shot of the grip. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was really cool. Not many people do it better, if anybody. There's that 3-stroke lead for Ricky now after that 2-stroke swing. A lot of action on that hole. Couple 3s, couple 5s. And it takes the hole 6, par 4, 618. Going straight and left or right?
Straight and then
Or
left.
Okay.
There is 2 paths. You'll see that this drone is going to fly the inside path.
Okay.
A lot of players are going to be opting for that outside route, though, because the trees tend to open up a little bit more on the right side when you are approaching the basket. But either one's a viable choice. Often the trees will choose for you, though. Wherever way you kick, you kind of play that route.
Well put. Rick going backhand off the tee, and he found one of those trees you're talking about.
Yeah, that one's going to, I think, decide that he should go inside route.
Yeah, it looks like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cam?
Giving Andy a scare out there.
Uh-huh. Dancing out of the way. Johnny McCray. Wow. The trees are deciding a lot of things right now.
Yeah, it tends to be that way at this course, my friend.
Yep. D.O., that is turned over too much.
Turned over too much, but that inside route is fairly forgivable.
Okay.
As long as if you can have a chance to throw to make the opening, you're gonna be okay.
Sure. Ricky with a beautiful forehand.
Yeah, that was that same orange disc he threw on hole 18 at Beaver State Fling.
Huh.
I think it was a beat up felon.
Oh, somebody says it's a stiletto. That's what somebody.
Interesting. Is that what it is?
Somebody was saying it was a stiletto in the comments. So.
Interesting. I mean, I've never seen a stiletto flip up like he's thrown them. So, but
Yeah.
I've also never seen a felon do it either. So.
Yeah. I've seen Miles Seaborn throw some beat up stilettos that actually get some turn to them if you got some power and they're pretty beat. Cam Colglazier, second shot. It's looking good for a while, and then it wasn't.
It was, and he was in a great spot off the tee. That's really what you want. Bite off all that distance, and he just unfortunately can't come back. Reminiscent of Macbeth in hole 1,
Yeah.
round 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gave himself a great line to the basket.
Short out of his hand.
Yeah, Devin missed the putt. Here is Ricky for a birdie. This is gross, man.
It's unfair. It's frankly demoralizing. Like,
Oh my god.
what do you what's Johnny supposed to do? He just got big putted.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's that Ricky mental game. He gets in your head. you keep banging 40, 50 footers behind you, and you have to step up and bang a 25 footer, and you're suddenly like, what?
Exactly. Wasn't it the great Nate Sexton that
It
said,
was. Yep.
it feels like he intentionally throws it behind you so you can just bang a big putt in your face.
Right before you have to do it. Oh, man. That's Cam with a disappointing par. And there's Johnny with another disappointing par.
Yeah, an even more disappointing par.
Yeah, and he's losing a stroke to our leader, Ricky Wysocki. Johnny's so good from that distance, man.
I know. Just one of those days, I think. And we were already seeing a 4-stroke swing in the first 6 holes.
Yeah. And Rick, has that 4-stroke lead. On to hole 7, Corey.
Yeah, 606 feet. It's basically going to work right the entire way. Never really straightens out. It's that solid turn. So sidearm, backhand, it all plays, really.
Okay. We'll see what our card can do on it. Rick has the box, as Rick usually does. Going felon forehand.
And exactly where you want to be.
Wow. That is a big chase card gallery.
Yeah, you can see it. It was comical walking down these tight fairways. It was just like a plug of people.
That's so funny. Cam throws a really pretty turnover right here and gets past Ricky even.
Yeah, that's as good as you could possibly do. I heard rumors of James Conrad flipping up a strike and getting it all the way down to the pin here in a practice round. And
wow.
Other than, folklore like that, that's the best shot I can imagine.
Yeah, serious. Cam throws an absolute mile, though.
Mm-hmm.
Good tee shot here from Devin until it hit the tree.
Gosh, it's just flying really nice up until then.
Yeah, had a great shape on it. Devin throwing a flip up to Annie. Yeah.
Treading new territory. That's actually not OB.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah, we all kind of assumed it would be, but they're like, well, we're playing it.
Cool. Here is Johnny McCray's second shot. It's pretty close, but behind a tree. Rick going harp.
Yeah, sawed it off a little bit, but gosh, those things just glide so well for me. They don't glide like that for me.
No, not so much, man. Oh, Cam, after that tee shot, Corey, you just can't do that.
Yeah, just threw it straight into the tree.
Yeah.
Really frustrating stuff.
Yeah. Trying to salvage off to the upshot, but gonna have to settle for a par after an amazing tee shot. Devin pitching through the bushes. Gonna be taking a 4.
From a construction zone.
Yes. Here's Johnny. Oh, that's a good putt, though.
That was great. Through the tree.
Yeah. Well done. But even doing that, he's not going to get a stroke because Ricky's just going to keep birdieing.
Because that's what Ricky does.
That's what Ricky does. There's Devin cleaning up a nice 4. Here is Ricky. This is pretty much a drop-in for Rick.
Yeah, it really just seems like survival golf. For everyone else, you got to weather the storm and just, rope-a-dope him, I guess.
Yeah, man. I don't know what you do. Just got to play perfect, I guess.
Perfect is tough to do out here.
It is. Disc golf is a game of imperfection.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Stroke him. Stroke him.
Yep.
That's a bogey now. Disappointing par for Cam there. To watch Devin crush. Still coming back from that knee injury. I think his knee's almost 100%, but he had a gruesome one a couple years ago.
Oh, gosh. He was telling me the story. It's just horrifying.
Yeah, man. Ugh. I used to throw 600 feet before that. Ooh. Yeah, he's getting back up there, though. Hole 8, par 5, 990. We're just going through the woods to Grandma's house, Corey.
Exactly. Par 5 in the woods is never fun. But you got 2 hallways off the tee. Generally, everyone's going to opt for that right gap. And then it kind of leads you to a crossroads if you can throw it about 450 down a tunnel, where you get to choose a little bit more safe gap on the right or the eagle gap on that left. Just depends on how aggressive you're feeling, really.
Sure. Rick is feeling pretty good. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. He is going to have a tight angle if he's trying to go for that inside line to the 3. But he's avoided all the trouble off the tee, really.
For sure. So it looks like a little bit better spot for Johnny right there.
Yeah, that's perfect. You really want it to draw right for a little while instead of kind of this hanging it out left tactic.
Yeah. Hopefully Cam stays out of the woods for the most part.
Yeah, he found his way onto that left fairway.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Nice. Devin, he could really make some headway down this fairway with a good hyzer flip to flex.
Yeah, which that was.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, Devin straight crushes. Great shot, Dio. We're going to be looking at Cam's second shot from that left fairway.
Yeah, throwing that lucid spark out there. It's extremely stable. And Andy was on that left fairway, so we didn't quite have a great shot of that shot.
Okay. Johnny McCray, he's going for it, Corey.
Yeah, he needs strokes and needs strokes in a hurry.
Oh, he's going to look at an eagle.
He did. That was about as good as he could have hoped from back there.
Mm-hmm. Rick, oh, that's a beautiful forehand.
Oh, the last tree, really.
Yeah, but he can probably still see the basket, so he'll probably eagle. DL going forehand second shot.
Yeah, getting it all the way around there. That was just... He's got sneaky sidearm power.
Mm-hmm, definitely. This is going to be Cam's third, I believe.
Yeah, Cam's third. He did make a lot of headway down that right gap, but not really an opportunity for a 3 at all.
Yeah. Looking at DO's third. Playing that backboard.
Yeah, kind of looked like it had a chance at going in, but that was hot.
Uh-huh. Rick will birdie per the huge. There is Johnny for eagle. Needs this in a bad way. Dang it.
There was a running theme of folks moving in the background today. A lot of action on this course, and this course really does play on top of each other. So
I gotcha.
it was difficult to stay focused, difficult to keep your head in the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe everyone we carding a birdie here. You can't make a spot?
Yeah, 4s all around. Really impressive stuff. It didn't really feel like a birdie when McCray missed that putt, but he's going to have to settle with a tap-in birdie, which is okay, I guess.
Yeah, you could tell he definitely wanted that eagle.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely needed that eagle one with Rick with a 4-stroke lead. On to hole 9, par 3, 399. That's that dogleg right, Corey?
Yeah, dogleg right. That plays into the old-timey haystacks. It's a pretty forgiving green if you can make the gap off the tee, though.
True. All right, good hole for Devin.
Yeah, good hole for Devin, good hole for Rick. Anybody with that strong left to right game.
Every hole is a good hole for Rick, Corey.
Sorry, yeah. If there's a basket on it, good hole for Rick.
Exactly. Looks like Rick got pretty close. Here's Johnny throwing a turnover. That's a little quick, it looks like.
Yeah, a little inside, but he'll get down onto that green at least and have a look.
Okay. Cam Colglazier. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what's the worst possible outcome you could imagine, Ian?
Oh, wow.
That's it.
That was really bad. That's going to be a struggle bunny from there, man. Devin doing lefty things. Well done, my friend.
Yeah, this really sets up well for him.
So Cam going forehand, roller?
Going like overhand, kind of just escape from L.A., starring Kurt Russell, trying to find something.
He escaped from L.A., but he went to Riverside. Really not much better. Oh, we getting puttable.
He's puttable. He's down there.
Yeah. Here's Johnny for a 2.
Living off that front rim the last round.
He is, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's Rick. He's gonna make this putt. Oh, what? Ricky Wysocki, come on.
Wow, ruining the putting percentages.
Right? That is a really good 4 save for Cam.
That really was. That was a ton of work for a 4 off the tee.
Yeah, it sure was. And Devin, which is a fantastic drive. Ooh, that was a scary putt, but it does stay in. Getting a stroke on the card. Not easy to do when you're on the lead card.
Yeah, it's a good one to get. We were having a conversation about how long it was in the car ride over, and I was convinced it was about 400 feet. Everybody else, no way, because how long these holes are, this one feels like a shorty. But it is 399. It's 400 feet.
Wow, that's a pump. There was Cam out of the woods before he went back into the woods. And there's Dio with a nice birdie. That's a good 4 save from where he was, honestly, though.
Absolutely. I mean, that was shrubbery for days, as they say.
And we are getting our disc golf pin tomorrow. Super
Oh,
stoked
I'm so
for that.
excited.
Yep. Team's taking putts. And a big old shout out to A Game as well. They supply all essentials disc golf shirts. So Well, the dry fit ones anyway, which are in the store. MVP discs will be in there soon. Corey,
Yes, sir.
that's all we got for part 1, man.
Oh, man. Let's get on to part 2. Even more action on the way. The back half gets nasty.
Oh, man, can't wait to watch it. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Innova, PDGA. All you Patreon subscribers, you guys are the bee's knees. Huge thanks, and we will catch you guys in the next one.